Hello everyone, I am Pasta, and today I'm going to be talking about my predictions for Nintendo at E3 2015. Now, I'm going to talk about some non-video game stuff at the beginning, such as Amiibos, Club Nintendo, etc., before I talk about video game specific stuff, like the next Zelda game or Xenoblade X. But don't worry, right here is a time code to begin the video game section. So, if you don't care about the extras at the beginning, go ahead. So let's get started. Nintendo NX and quality of life. Is it possible that we'll hear about them this June? Well, no. Besides the fact that Nintendo has denied the possibility of such news, it just wouldn't make sense in the first place. With the original 3DS being only 4 years old, and the Wii U a mere 2.5, announcing a new console would probably cripple their current markets. People would just hold out until the next console was released. Plus, some people are still just now figuring out this gen, and announcing a new console might just confuse them even more. So, will we hear about a next-gen system this year? Don't bet on it. It's no secret that consumer demand for Amiibos has caught Nintendo completely off guard, with over 10 million having been sold, and many characters still being sold out completely. Unless you want to give an arm and a leg to your local scalper, that is. So I think we can expect some kind of Amiibo news. I think Nintendo will reiterate their desire to restock certain unobtainable Amiibo, for sure, since that seems to be a pretty common complaint among Nintendo fans right now. Personally, you can keep your Pit and Wii Fit trainer. I'm just trying to snag the original 12, not catch them all. So Nintendo, a Fox, and a Captain Falcon would be much appreciated. I also think we'll get an official release date for the Wave 5 Amiibo, beyond just July. I say a wave like that because the Wave is only 2 characters, Dark Pit and Palutena. So, less of a wave and more of a puddle. All in all, I think we can expect some minor news about Nintendo's plastic figurines at this year's E3. You're watching this video on Nintendo's mortal enemy, YouTube. For whatever reason, despite the free advertisement they generate, Nintendo restricts people from making videos on their content unless Nintendo can get a cut of the profits these videos generate. This video includes some music from Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, and so this video has probably already been claimed by Nintendo. On an earlier test video I posted with Nintendo music, a notice quickly appeared saying that Nintendo would graciously allow my videos to stay up, but they might be implementing ads on my videos themselves. I don't monetize my videos, so I don't care too much personally, but if you had to sit through an ad on my video, that's why. I'm talking about this because it's always possible that Nintendo could announce that they finally figured out the error of their ways and that they will now support YouTubers, just like every other video game company does. But don't count on it. It usually takes Nintendo a little while longer before they realize the error of their ways, and this probably won't be any exception. I think YouTubers will be stuck with these archaic rules until 2017 at least. Even though Nintendo recently announced that they are partnering with Universal Studios to create a Nintendo-themed park, expect them to remain silent on the topic this year. The project could take 3 or 4 more years to complete, and Nintendo probably has nothing to show right now. I think we all have mixed feelings about Club Nintendo. In days of yore, we got some pretty sweet stuff, including exclusive games, figurines, and game cases. But recently, we've kind of been getting screwed. Whenever items remain out of stock for months on end before being officially discontinued, and the physical selection of the store consists of only like 5 items, you know there's a problem, and it seems like Nintendo knows it too. With Club Nintendo closing shop on June 30th, a replacement should follow soon, but we still don't know what form it will take. Well, at E3, I think we'll find out. Expect some illuminating news this year when it comes to Club Nintendo 2.0. At this point, the only semi-recent game Nintendo has released is Smash Bros. Wii U. Well, that and Splatoon. And that is just one reason why I think an Inkling will be the next character announced for Smash Bros. 4. Splatoon will have just been out for over 2 weeks, so software sales will just start to dip. A DLC character would move people's attentions towards a game that they might otherwise have not cared about. Now, why an Inkling instead of another character? Well, a recent leak revealed that there is code for Ryu and Roy already in Smash Bros. 4, but I highly doubt either character will be officially announced this June. Roy is a character that everyone predicted to be in the game ever since Sakurai first announced there would be DLC characters in the first place. His announcement wouldn't make enough waves to be worthy of E3. And as for Ryu, he's a third-party character, and it just seems ridiculous that Nintendo would basically advertise another company's franchises during their E3 event. Now, will Nintendo announce multiple characters this E3? I don't know, maybe. But an announcement of a female Inkling with a male skin seems very, very likely to me. On games, Zelda Wii U. Will we see it? Well, even though Enuma, the game's producer, has stated that we won't see it, I still think we will. Now, do I think we're going to be seeing gameplay footage or release date? No, nothing so dramatic. But a new trailer, or even just a 15-second teaser, would make headlines across the gaming landscape. This is kind of similar to the new Avengers movie. Like Joss Whedon said over and over and over, there would be no after-credits scene, but lo and behold, there was. I mean, it's Zelda. With so few confirmed games on the border for Nintendo, they would be stupid to not remind people of one of their most beloved franchises. So I don't think it'll be much. I do think we will see a little bit of Zelda at this E3. One game that many gamers, as well as myself, are excited for is Xenoblade Chronicles X, the Wii successor for the Wii's Xenoblade Chronicles. Now, Nintendo has been pretty good about giving us new trailers information, but it has been a little while. So I definitely expect to see a new trailer this year, and going on a limb here, I think we're going to see the official release date as well. The title is currently slated for just a vague 2015 release, and we're almost halfway done with the year. I think Nintendo will set a release date this year of late November, just in time for the holiday season, assuming production of the game is virtually complete. But, to play devil's advocate, there's always the possibility of a video game being delayed, particularly one of such enormous scope. And, as Miyamoto once said, a delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. If push came to shove, I would much rather wait 6 more months for a masterpiece than get an okay game this year. But we're gonna think happy thoughts right now. I think a new trailer for Xenoblade Chronicles X is nearly guaranteed, and I think that an official release date will follow suit. Pokemon and Kirby are two of Nintendo's biggest franchises, but I don't think we will see either one of them at E3 this year. This is because of market oversaturation. We've had a new Pokemon game every year consistently for 6 out of the last 7 years, and recently we got not 1 but 2 Kirby games on the 3DS. If Nintendo announced any more of either franchise, people might get sick of them and decide to skip an installment. Also, I'm pretty sure Game Freak and HAL Labs need a break. They sure do deserve it. So, I would not expect to see any Pikachu or Kirby this year at E3. This next one is a little tricky. Metroid. Rumors of a new Metroid game seem to swirl around before every E3, and this year is no exception. Add to the fact that we haven't gotten a new Metroid since 2010's Other M for the Wii, a game which was met with mixed reactions. I think the time is right to announce a new Metroid game, maybe even give it its own teaser trailer. But here's the thing, I think this game will be new 3DS exclusive. The new 3DS has been largely ignored by developers, and outside of a couple games, no 3DS title has absolutely required one. Nintendo needs to show developers what the extra boost under the hood can do, and what better way to do it than with a stunning Metroid game. Add to that the fact that virtually every franchise Nintendo owns has already had an appearance on the 3DS. Zelda, Pokemon, every iteration of Mario under the sun, it's all there. Metroid is virtually the last untapped IP left for the portable device. Also, consider this. Nintendo will have just released Splatoon, a new, unproven IP on their home console. Releasing another first-party shooter on the Wii U could prove to be a form of cannibalism, with neither Splatoon nor this theoretical Metroid title getting the amount of sales they could if the other title didn't exist. So while I definitely expect to see Metroid this year, I think it'll be of the portable variety. One game that everyone and their mothers seem to be predicting at this conference is Animal Crossing Wii U, and to be honest, I don't know why. Now I actually took the liberty of looking up the release dates for all the North American Animal Crossings, and I found a trend. The years are 04, 05, 08, and 13. So it seems that more and more time is passing between each iteration, and if this trend continues exactly, we won't see a new Animal Crossing game until 2020. Now, do I think it'll take quite that long? No. With the way things are going now, the Wii will probably be considered last gen by 2020. But I do think we'll get one around 2018, which would put a first announcement around 2016 at the absolute earliest. So even though we're all chomping at the bit to work in servitude for our Lord and Savior Tom Nook, we might just have to wait a little while longer. Now this next game is the one I am most excited for, and I really hope it makes an appearance this year. I'm talking about Paper Mario Wii U. I am a huge Paper Mario nerd. I love Paper Mario 64, in fact I'm replaying it for the 5th time on the Wii U. And I love its sequel, The Thousand Year Door. It's my favorite video game of all time, period. I've beaten that game over 10 times, with achieving 100% completion 4 times. And when I say 100%, I mean 100%. But while the first 2 games were great, Super Paper Mario for the Wii was a disappointment. And while Sticker Star, we're not going to talk about that one. And I'm not alone. A lot of people want a new Paper Mario game that resembles the turn-based style of the original 2, not the real-time third game or the mess that was the 3DS version. And while it may be biased speaking, I honestly do think we will get an announcement this year. Mario in any form is a flagship character, and we haven't seen him in a game other than the horrible Mario Party 10 since 3D World back in 2013. And while 2 years normally isn't much time, it's a long time to be without the world-famous plumber. And with 2D, 3D, Kart, and Party already represented on the Wii U, I do think his paper iteration is coming soon, and I think we'll hear about him this June. Just please, Nintendo, give us partners who talk outside of their introductory cutscenes, and please, please, turn-based RPGs. It's not hard. Lastly are Yarn Yoshi, Shin Megami Tensei, and Pokken Tournament, all which I think we will probably see this year. The reason I say probably is that outside of core Nintendo fans, no one will really be interested in those games. So it almost seems like a waste of time catering to an audience who already buy them from you. Both Yarn Yoshi so close, Shin Megami Tensei also being close, and Pokken Tournament being it, I think we will hear some news about it. We'll probably get a release date for the first two. So really, it could go either way, I don't know. And admittedly, I really don't have an interest in any of these titles, so I almost don't care. So, to wrap it all up, do I think there will be any wild announcements? Do I think Nintendo will blow us away with a new 3D Mario a la 64 Sunshine and Galaxy? No. Will we see a brand new IP we've never heard of before? Probably not. Do I think we'll hear about any hardware changes to the current, existing consoles or any price reductions? No. I think this E3 will be a solid showing from Nintendo and that they will say what they need to say, and I think we'll get a lot out of it. But don't expect 2015 to go down in the annals of E3 history for Nintendo. I just think it will be good, solid Nintendo fun as we've come to mostly expect. Disagree? Think I missed something? Leave a comment down below and let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, please consider subscribing, and have a great day.